Hey everyone, it's Allie from Geek Alchemy here today with the unmolding of pineapple or grenades. Hang on, I'm getting a call, gonna decline it. There we go. Sorry about that. Let's unmold. As you can see, the tops definitely have ash, but the sides are a nice green shade. What I was hoping for. They've been in the mold about a week, a little more than that. I kind of feel like I should be letting them sit a little longer, but I need to be able to do a few things with this mold, and now is a good time. There. And quite honestly, I still haven't decided what to do with these guys. They might be samples, they might be part of a future package. I'm not really sure. Trying to be really careful with the, well, what are the tops of the soap, because I don't want it to rip off any of the words, any of the letters. And it definitely has a sticky kind of quality to parts of it, so it makes me worry even excuse me, it makes me worry even more. Sorry, my allergies are starting to get to me. I threw all of my grenades into the freezer to help the unmolding process, because again, being soft still with only this as the air, the ability to get hard to be able to oxidize, I wanted to make sure that the sides would come out cleanly, and for the most part they have. I am pretty stoked about this one, at least. All right, take that to the side. Got some scraps. Okay, on to the next one. Oh, don't get too excited, Ellie. Don't want to ruin it. Okay. Come apart. There we go. Woo. I'm really glad I froze these. I know for a fact these would not be doing well if I hadn't. I can just tell. Ooh. Okay, so any updates lately? No. High Springs Farmers Market nearly opened up. They announced they were going to, and then they thought better of it. I, as of this date, have no idea when we're going back to the market. There's a very good chance that by the time this video rolls out, it'll have already happened. And if that's the case, I'm super happy, because Mama needs some shelf space. I am so happy with these. Anyone that is curious on the price, I am going to crunch some numbers to make sure, but without complete knowledge of the costs right now, I'm going to say that these whole grenades will cost about $7.50. I don't have a weight on them at this moment in time, but I'm thinking they'll be about 4.5 ounces. So roughly the size of a normal bar. Again, I have to, fresh out of the mold like this, it's what the weight it is now is not going to be the weight when it's cured. But I am looking forward to it. These are, as of right now, about a perfect army olive. The formula I used, I'm hoping will hold up. If not, we'll make adjustments, but so far I'm liking this a lot better than the way the last ones turned out. If I remember last time, these guys cost about $4 and these squares were $5. I am, again, I'll be updating that and letting you know for sure. But as of right now, we're going to move on to sidearm. I'm going to hand these over to my daughter and ask her to put these on the soap shelf. That way I can go ahead and have a hard surface for the next set of molds. You got it? Yep. Careful, they will wobble. Oh. Alright. I'm using what I call my coffee recipe. It's very heavy on the mango butter. And quite honestly, I'm not sure if the heat transfer method was what I should have gone with. But it's where we're at right now. So it's what we're sticking with. Now remember, today we are adding these cute little guns to the top of our molds. And let me put these molds right in the sink. Clear off my workstation. Alright guys, in the interest of time and boredom that you may or may not be experiencing, I'm going to pause the video, blend this up, add the rest of my oils and fragrance oil, and we will come back. I'll see you in a sec. Alright, we're back. Got a thankfully thinner batter. I was a little worried, quite honestly, especially when I noticed that the heat transfer method didn't melt all my oils, but I think that's why in the future I need to go with just my 2 other recipes. But you know, I'm impatient. Alright, and we're going to be adding our fragrance from Nature's Garden called Chocolate and Amber. It's a lovely, I think it's a unisex scent. What do you think, daughter? Is it unisex?
I'd say so.
It's got chocolate, it's got musk, it's got some dark florals, if that makes sense. It's not too bad, actually. I usually can't handle florals of any kind.
It's strong though, that's the only issue.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's gonna calm down. It usually does.
Can I put this in the sink?
Sure. Just be careful of the camera angle if you don't want them to see your outfit.
Are you videotaping right now?
Yep. I is. You want to say hi to everybody in internet land?
Hi everybody in the internet world.
Alright. This is black walnut hull, and this is activated charcoal. Going for a slightly gritty soap. I'm going to see if maybe I can't scrape it out. There we go. Got some more. Alright. Let me me get this up closer so you guys can see the transformation. Alright, as you can tell, Black Walnut Hull gives the soap a nice little bit of a brown shade to it. I'd like to think of these two colors as the colors you'd see on a sidearm. This activated charcoal, I don't think I put enough in here to be actually black. I'm going more for a charcoal shade. Or a light gray. I think I'll get a light gray out of this. And I did not weigh out my oils. I literally just eyeballed it. The grit in this soap should be mild, should not be a big deal, but I think it will be enjoyable. Alright, one last scrape down, make sure everything's even. Okay, and today is May 12th, and I do believe this soap will be ready in late June, right before the 4th of July. Doing mostly a drop swirl. Don't want to go too crazy with it, but I like what I'm seeing so far. Okay, now I'm gonna have to scrape these out, and I think we're gonna need a couple minutes before we can add our melt and pour toppers. So I'm gonna pause this, scrape out the rest, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, it's only been a couple minutes, admittedly, but I couldn't remember how long I needed to pause before this would just turn off. Yeah. And they did thicken up, so I've decided to go ahead and lay them on top. There we go. These are actually holding pretty nicely. There we go. And like I said before, they barely fit on here, but it's pretty nice at the closeness of it, because then I don't have to worry about slipping off the soap at any point. Literally just wash right with it. Ah, phooey. Push down too deep. Okay, here we go. Last one. There we go. And there was enough for a little sample. Okay. So again, today's fragrance was chocolate and amber from Nature's Garden. I chose these, well, the botanical and the activated charcoal to kind of mimic the color of a gun. And I really like these cute little guns on top. Alright guys, I hope you're having a geeky day. Hope you're staying safe and happy and healthy. I'll see you later. Bye.